Okay, everybody's been asking me to give them a look at the garden. These are my Carolina Reapers. I just cut the top side of them a few days ago. They were about 6 to 8 inches higher, and you notice I have my Gerber daisies planted in the raised bed also. That's to draw in the hummingbirds, butterflies, and the bees, so it'll help pollinate. These are my Sweetest 100s. Oh, I'm sorry, it's the Sweeter 100. This is a kind of a throw-off on the Sweetest 100s, and they're supposed to be a little better. This is my Mexican petunias. They're starting to come up, starting to look really good. I cannot wait till they get taller. And here again, you notice my Gerber daisy. And this is my pepper plants. I've got a dragon cayenne right there. That's going to make the pepper sauce. And also you notice the daisies again. These are jalapenos, and boy, they are blooming and they have peppers already. And just look right down here and you'll notice you can see the peppers. Those things about 3 inches long. See if I can get a leaf out of your way. There's some right there. Alright, oh boy, they're pretty. And this one also has some. Now we're going to my Brandywine tomatoes. They are about 36 inches tall, and this is what I call pepper row. And there's one of my birdhouses that I made. I love to draw the bluebirds in, and I've got those all over the place. But this is my Brandywines, and also my Prudence Gold. And we've got another one here. This is also an heirloom. And you notice there is the petunias again. I'm sorry, not petunias. They're the Gerber daisies. Now, here's my cabbage. Boy, it is looking good too. I have red cabbage. That's red cabbage on the right. And then I got green cabbage. Both of them are head cabbage. And also, there's the rest of them. There's my eggplants down there. We'll get a closer look in a second. I saw some white butterflies a while ago. If you ever see white butterflies, get out your spray, because your caterpillars are coming. Okay, here's my eggplants. This is the Black Beauty. They're about 2 feet tall now, and they have blooms. It won't be long, and I will have some eggplants. You can see the blooms there. Boy, the color is really good. And over here, you'll notice I've got Gerber daisies again. I love to draw the bees in. And these are some more Brandywines. Boy, they look good. These things are 4 feet tall. And this is my cucumbers, and this is the trellis that'll run on. It used to be a shelf in my trailer that I pulled my airplanes on, and I decided I was going to throw it away, and I decided I'd run twine all over it and use it for a trellis and let the cucumbers climb on it. But I do highly recommend that you plant you some flowers in your garden. That helps draw the bees. It'll help you with pollinating. And another thing I'm going to try to do in about a week, when all the tomatoes start blooming good, is show you how I beat my tomatoes. It's a secret technique that a lot of the old tomato growers use, and I'll tell you all about that. That will help you pollinate your tomatoes better, and you will get more fruit. This is where I make my compost. This is my tumbler. You notice it's got a handle on the side. I turn it 3 times in a circle every day. You can do it once or twice, it don't matter. And the white bucket is the water that comes out of it. When it rains and stuff, that's your compost tea. And I got some bagged leaves, and the garbage cans have cow manure in it. And I mix that with it also. but I love this tumbler. This is the best made, and I highly recommend it. This is my persimmon tree. This is the one my neighbor dug up and was going to throw it away. He did not like it. I don't understand, but as you'll notice, it has blooms on it already, and it won't be long and I'll be having some persimmons. And also I've got 2 plum trees. These are the big purple plums. These things get by the size of silver dollars, and I have one on the other side, and boy, these things really bear. And I got the Mexican petunias here all along this line of monkey grass also, and I cannot wait till they get big enough. This is a pile of leaves. It has grass clippings in it. It has cow manure. It has shredded paper. And I turn this about once every week or two. And I pull a bunch of worms out of it each time. Boy, they're huge. I showed you some of the worms the other day when I posted something on worms. Now this is my new raised bed. I grew okra in it last year and it did real good. Now what this is my Kentucky Wonder pole beans. I've got an old half a gate, and I made another old rickety shelf or frame with a 2x4. They run up that, and I cannot highly recommend Kentucky Wonders high enough. It's the best tasting pole bean I have ever had. They taste a lot better than a bush bean, and also your bush bean sprawls all over the ground. Now there's some more of my brandywines. Remember I said I was not going to plant any more tomatoes in buckets because you have to water them every day or every other day, and but well, I put about 10 in it, so got to bite my tongue on that. The plants were just so pretty I couldn't help but plant them. Now this is my wood shop. This is where I make all my bowls and vases and my furniture and stuff, and I got sheds on both sides that I keep lumber for my furniture. But I spend many hours in that place. I love it. That is my hideaway. Now, over here we have cucumbers on this trellis here, and right here we have Brussels sprouts. And boy, these things are growing like fire. They are really on the way. And I had a great harvest last year with them. I decided to plant them again this year, and they've been in the ground since February 11th. And this is my little bird feeder for the birds. I keep fresh water in it. I see I got a couple of leaves in it, and it's made of iron. And I want to get some rocks and marbles and put it in there and build it up a little bit so the bees will have a place to land to get water. And that's something you guys ought to think about, because a lot of bees drown trying to get water. Here again, here's one of my brandywines. Now this is tomato row again. These things are 4 feet tall. They are really, really blooming. Now this tomato right here is a big beef, but look at the size of that tomato. It's not real tall, but it's already bearing. It's an early bearer, but look how tall the brandywines are. And again, I have my Gerber daisies in here to attract the bees. This really helps with the pollination. And we're going down, and you'll notice again we've got a lot of tomato plants. And boy, I tell you, that ground is full of compost. I came out here today and I planted my daisies today, and that's more brandywines. Now here is the hottest pepper in the world again. This is my Carolina Reaper, and it's a little short because I cut the tops out of them. That's going to make them shoot out side shoots, and they're already doing it. That'll make it real bushy instead of tall, where it won't bend over with the heavy peppers. And they say if you top it, it will grow 3 times as much fruit as it would if you left it tall. And the Gerber daisies again. I love flowers. That one is a Dragon Cayenne, and this is my cucumber plants. Boy, they are growing wild. They are really looking good. Now over here are some more daisies and lilies and stuff. I've got my pine straw coming. I haven't put the pine straw in yet. I keep putting it off. I'd rather plant something than fool with that. And I got 3 more of my Brandywines right there. And boy, I love gardening. I can't tell you folks how much fun I have out here digging in the dirt. Nobody bothers you. Nobody, you know, you can't worry about bills, can't worry about kids, can't worry about your job. It's just so much fun. And if I'm not working here, I'm in my shop. And boy, I love my shop. All right, I'm going to cut off. I hope you enjoyed it. This is from my garden to you. Good gardening. That's a good thing.